There are occasions when works of art are not physical items but rather locations. There are cities all over the world that are extraordinarily colorful for a variety of reasons, including as a representation of their culture and traditions as well as the particular preferences of its citizens. Let us keep our fingers crossed that this vibrant assortment of cities may entice you to visit some of them. Bo-Kaap, Cape Town, South Africa. These vibrant homes speak of liberation from enslavement. Bo-Kaap is a neighborhood in Cape Town located at the base of Signal Hill. This area goes back to the 1760s, when slaves were transported from Malaysia, Indonesia, and other African countries to labor in the Cape. They resided in haruashus, or leased dwellings. Initially, the houses were painted white, but when people purchased them, they were painted in the colors of their choice. The multicolored rows of houses are a hybrid of Cape Dutch and Georgian design. The Awal Mosque, South Africa's first mosque, was established in the Bo-Kaap. There is also a Bo-Kaap museum where you may learn about the area's rich history. Burano, Italy. Burano is a group of 4 islands in Italy's North Venetian lagoon. This little island is well known for its lace-making and, of course, its colorful buildings. Interestingly, if inhabitants wish to paint their house, they must adhere to a color scheme. As a consequence, they must submit a request to the government, which will determine which hue is appropriate for the house. Chefchaouen, Morocco. This little Moroccan city has a population of roughly 40,000 people. Chefchaouen is located in the Rif Mountains in northern Morocco, adjacent to the large towns of Tangier and Tétouan. Chefchaouen is known as the Blue Pearl of Morocco because of its blue Medina or ancient city and cobblestone streets. Chaouen, which translates to peaks, was the city's original name. Chefchaouen's present name, which means look at the peaks, was adopted in 1975. The most noticeable aspect of the city is its blue-painted residences. Many hypotheses exist to explain the usage of the color blue, such as that it represents the sky, heaven, and spirituality, but it is best to visit and find out for yourself. Guatapé, Colombia. Guatapé is a hamlet in Colombia's department of Antioquia. The houses in the village are brightly colored, from the balconies to the doors, the roofs to the window panels. Furthermore, every home is adorned with zócalos, or reliefs that tell the tales of the community and its residents. El Peón de Guatapé, a massive rock that tourists may climb for a panoramic view of the surrounding valley and mountains, is very popular in the region. Havana, Cuba. Havana's vibrant architecture reflects the city's colonial origins and the people who made it their home. The homes of Old Havana, for example, show elements of Dutch, English, French, and Spanish architecture. Almost half of Havana's buildings are pastel pinks, yellows, and colonial blue in color. The most visible, however, is the Mujar style, a Hispanic-Arabic influence brought by Spanish colonialists, as evidenced in the architecture's soaring arches and tilework. Izamil, Mexico. We go from Morocco's blue streets to Mexico's yellow city, or Izamil. Izamal, located in the Yucatan Peninsula's center, has a significant religious legacy connected to the Mayan civilization. With 7 Maya pyramids, Izamal is an important ceremonial site in the area. The Franciscan monasteries established in the area around 1549 show Spanish colonial influence. Izamal is a significant pilgrimage destination in Yucatan state, and it is still a place where the Maya language is spoken. Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan in western India, was founded in 1727 by Jai Singh II. It is also one of contemporary India's first planned cities. As a British colony, the city was painted pink to welcome Prince Albert Edward, Prince of Wales, in 1876. The city is renowned as the Pink City of India, and it is home to several UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including Amber Fort and Jantar Mantar. Rainbow Village, Taichung, Taiwan. This lovely piece was created by a former soldier named Huang Yongfu, popularly known as Grandpa. Rainbow Community is a village for military dependents in Taichung, Taiwan. Huang Yongfu began painting houses to keep them from being demolished. When many of the people of the neighborhood left, Huang Yongfu became lonely and began painting the walls of his house. Local university students became aware of his activities and launched a campaign to rescue the community. Nature, flowers, animals, birds, and people inspire the paintings. Rainbow Village contains about 1,200 dwellings, all of which were painted by the talented grandfather. Procida, Italy. The hikeable towns of Cinque Terre are more well known than Procida, Italy, but this off-the-beaten-path island, off the coast of Naples, is as beautiful. Narrow lanes are flanked by sherbet-colored structures that soar over glistening lakes. The most vibrant hues may be found at Marina Coricella, where legend has it that fishermen painted their houses vivid colors so they could be identified from the sea. OIA, Santorini Island, Greece. OIA is a beautiful stopover on the gorgeous island of Santorini in the South Aegean, with a colorful tangle of shops, restaurants, and cafes. The majority of the buildings are white, but blue domes, scarlet shutters, and pink walls add a splash of color to the stunning emerald green water below. Zalepy, Poland. This little town in Poland has fewer than 1,000 inhabitants, but it has garnered international recognition as one of Europe's most beautiful settlements. That's because the people of Zalepy, a town northeast of Curacao, have been decorating their homes, churches, schools, and even their trees with vividly colored flower bouquets. The paintings began in the 1800s, when village women created flower arrangements to cover up the soot generated by smoky stoves. The custom was carried on, and practically every exposed surface in the community was adorned with vivid, elaborate flower patterns, giving Zalepy the moniker "the Painted Village." Continue reading in this manner. Neal's Yard, London. Neal's Yard, located away from the London crowds in a narrow lane in Covent Garden, is a striking departure in a city dominated by the color grey. A secret courtyard with painted bricked houses, orange and blue shutters, paintings, and flowing plants. Balat, Istanbul. The colorful houses in Istanbul's Balat and Fener districts are examples of traditional communities in the city's Jewish and Greek sectors. The neighborhoods, which fell into ruin in the 1960s and 1970s, are now on the UNESCO World Heritage List, and many of the vividly painted houses have been rebuilt. Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. You might never see the same hue twice if you walk around Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. The houses, which range in color from lavender to lime green, are a relaxing and appealing complement to the medieval city's cobblestone streets and stunning coastal vistas. Guanajuato, Mexico. Mexico, one of the world's most popular vacation destinations, is known for its colorful communities and resorts. And when it comes to painting their homes, Guanajuato inhabitants don't hold back. Visit here and you'll be stunned by a sea of vivid colors set against rocky hills in a town that was once famed for silver mining. Juscar, Spain. While other cities were painted blue for religious or practical reasons, Juscar, Spain, turned all blue in the summer of 2011 to promote the Smurfs film. Despite the fact that the shift was intended to be temporary, the idea was so effective in luring tourists that residents chose to preserve the unusual coloring. Menton, France. Menton, a 30,000-person town on the French Riviera, may not have the same oomph as its neighbors, but its gold, salmon, and cherry-colored buildings make it just as alluring. With the terracotta roofing, you might never want to leave. Curacao, Caribbean. Curacao, a gorgeous island in the Lesser Antilles, is one of our favorite pastel-colored retreats in the Caribbean. According to locals, the Dutch Governor-General Albert Kikkert suffered from migraine headaches in the early 19th century, which were exacerbated by the reflection of the brilliant Caribbean sun on white buildings. He issued a directive that all structures be painted any color other than white, and the island's buildings have since been adorned with a rainbow of pastel hues trimmed with white.